Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Creeta. How are you guys doing? I am doing quite well, and I hope that you are too. This is, of course, Stoneblock 2. I might have already said that, but a little bit of reiteration is important. It's pretty easy to forget if you look at this beautiful green room. Oh, as you can tell, quite a lot of stuff has been removed. We've even found some things. It looks like we have all we need in the form of like lapis lazuli, sand. I suspiciously have some paint in the form of rose red paint and whatnot in my inventory, and yes, that is critical to this episode. We've moved a lot of the stuff to sort of like a new industrial area, and I'm working on that in here. So we have a machine which is mostly focused on getting gravel together. And then it turns other stuff. I can put gravel in there. I was putting some sand in there for dust, etc. That's working quite well. And I have to come up here occasionally to get our obsidian. So we still have the obsidian very slow generator up and running. We have done a whole bunch of sifting, yada yada. Don't want to bore you with the details. I even have a system. Those are block placers with cobblestone generators above them. So that we can, I was leveling up this hammer, see? Oh, look at that, beautiful hammer. Heck yeah. And our iron pickaxe and iron sledgehammer are now unbreakable. We're working on our hatchet, which, if you're wondering why it's a bone hatchet, well, it hits a little bit stronger, but more importantly, my stepdaughter wanted it to be made of bone. So that is what is going on. Now, in the last episode, we did make some chickens, and ooh, you got a sneak peek. We have a lovely breeding system right here. We even have a little nook for our egg nests to hatch the throwable chickens with 100% success rate, and another one over here. Complete duplicate. And then, behold, the chicken forest. I've put some vines on it. We grew some jungle trees. And because there's grass, natural neutral mobs are spawning. And yeah, so these are our first 4 chickens. They have fully gotten to their maximum. And what I'm working on is getting all of the other craftable chickens together. So I'm trying to get all the things we need for all of these chickens, right? Cocoa brown chicken, lapis blue, etc. So I got some cactus from sieving down some sand and stuff like that. I kind of need a new spot for that, and we need ink sacs. Ink sacs is going to be kind of tricky. Oh, here's our cactus. It's fully grown. Excellent. Let me just get that. Hi, Kitty. Aw, Kitty wants to come inside. And just like that, Kitty is now inside and scratching at my chair a little bit. It's one of those, like the fabric has little holes in it, and the kitten just loves that to pieces. Now, to solve the cactus and the ink problem, I think we're going to need to find some squid. Now, again, we need those things for... Well, we need it for gray. Light gray we can get from flowers. And we need the cactus green for cactus green chicken eggs. And then the black for ink black. Those are sort of like the 2 colorful ones remaining. And I'm working on a new area. It's sort of going to be a beach. Look at that. It looks terrible right now. We're going to completely ignore that. But according to the wiki, squids won't spawn in this water. So we gotta make a deeper hole, and we're basically gonna have this giant sunken down thing that the squid will hopefully swim up to us. If not, we're gonna have to go swimming down to them. And the biome doesn't matter. If you're looking at the map, we're in a plains biome. All that matters is the depth of this hole. They spawn between 45, which is down here, and somewhere around like 62. It could be a shallower hole, but I want to try and max. I need some squids. Okay, it's going to be very critical to the moving forward of this series, and that's what all the sand is for. Trying to make a beach. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the chicken forest haul. If you guys are as well, please let me know. I really worked reasonably hard on it, and I'm very pleased. We have all sorts of features. We have little cocoa beans on the jungle wood that has a little bit of green in it, and then all sorts of different like leaves up here. Mostly it's oak leaves, but then a few sprinklings of others, and we have hidden lights. If you look around, there's no torches down here at all. Oh, lovely. Just sort of glowstone down there, glowstone up there, trying to hide it as best we can. And the vines, I'm not too sure about the vines. It looks too much, too uniform without it, and I kind of want to separate the areas. So this is the roost hall. So this is where all of our maxed out chickens will get to come. Whenever we need one in the actual field, we'll come and breed them. Like this one, I needed lots of logs, so I put down a roost along with the chicken. Yeah, so yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Let's see if we can get some of the many chickens that we can craft together. All right, we're still waiting on the green and the black, I believe, but in this room, I've pre-prepped a few recipes, as you can see. Cocoa beans makes a cocoa chicken. Lapis makes a lapis. Rose, yellow, light gray. I think that came from Oxeye. Yeah, light gray from Oxeye. Pink does have its own flower, but we're not too worried about that right now. It was a very rare one, the pink tulip. At least in this set, it wasn't coming out very frequently. And so those are a whole bunch of colorful ones. We also can get a sand chicken, which is going to be so good for doing like the sieving process and whatnot. I'm not too sure how long we'll need to do that because we're going to do some breeding in this episode. So first step, let's do some like really at least to me, exciting ones. We're going to do sand. Oh, are these already done? Do we just pop them down and the sand chickens will work? Oh, beautiful. So some of these we won't need to hatch properly. And look at that, the gate opens like that. Oh, how sweet. Oh, that was the wrong type of chicken, so we definitely need to place those. We're going to need to go make another one. And on this side, we'll go with, let's go with red. I feel like red will be important. And it has the redstone lamps above it, so theoretically these should hatch a little bit faster than other chickens, right? And if you thought that was a text for you, it was a text for me. Oh my. We're going to turn that off. Terrible of me. So let us take a look at what we're doing with these chicken breeders, right? So we already talked about that. This is going to go down this path, and the sand chicken should pop out the bottom as a perfect chicken. And alternatively, I probably should get another breeder spot, but we can take something like the flint chicken and the bone white chicken, I think it was. Is that the two? It must be. Let's take a look. Bone white. For breeding options, bone white and a flint chicken can make an iron chicken. So let's try that. We're going to grab out the... Oh, that is the bone white. We're going to grab out the flint chicken from its home right there. And we're actually going to put this guy on the bottom, right? We're going to put those next to each other, and theoretically it should pop out an entirely different type of chicken, at least after a few tries. So let's grab a bunch of seeds and give it all it needs, and hopefully that should function. Now in the last mod pack we had a time in the bottle which worked really well for this, and there is our iron chicken. Once we have two of those, there we go, we'll be able to breed these guys back to 1616s via our fantastic hopper system. Lovely. And I'm going to give that another 6. These guys will go down that train, and we've bred our first one. Now, taking a look at the actual chickens, I think there's about 125 of these, approximately. Most of them are just breeding together all of these base chickens, and there's not really any crafting involved. I don't want to waste your guys' time in breeding these together, so probably either in this episode, in between clips, or in between episodes, I'm just going to keep breeding these together until we have them all. And effectively, probably having unlimited resources. Like Periodot chicken, giving Periodot. Plutonium. I can't believe this is in this pack. Seems pretty overpowered, but it gives plutonium ingots. That is going to be fantastic. And let's take a look at the egg nests. So that's 35 and 33 and 35, and I need to make another lapis blue. There we go. Excellent. Now, most of the eggs that we don't have rely on either black or green. So we need cyan, gray, green, ink black, and lime. On top of that, we can also make soul chickens and nether quartz chickens, but I think for that we need to go to the nether. And there is a quest for that, but speaking of quests, we have a whole bunch of rewards. Let's take a look at what we get. Resonant conversion kit, that seems pretty good. Diamond tier again for that. An auto sifter. What? What is that? That doesn't even look familiar. And I accidentally crafted a storage upgrade 5. Whoops. Oh well. They're really useful. There's not a whole lot of uses for emeralds. We forgot to get the thing for that. Another building gadget and another building gadget. Oh yeah. So we can put these away somewhere. I think we were putting them away in this chest, but I don't really see the point of having multiple building upgrades. Is there anything else I can do with this? Not really. I'm just going to trash things that I think are relatively useless. Let's take a look at this auto sifter. So it looks like it has some sort of gearbox there. Let's take a look at X Nihilo Nihilo. So we have a grinder, auto sifter, stone axle. Oh, so we can do the water wheel stuff. That could be pretty fun. I might enjoy that a lot. I'm kind of getting delved into chickens right now, so slightly gonna be overpowered soon, and this might not be as useful, but I'd still like to try that. That has some promise, and we'll put away those along with the resonant kit. Beautiful. And another torch launcher. Again, not terribly useful, but that's no big deal. These are, after all, totally random rewards. So let's see if we can pop out a few of these. So obsidian, gold, and diamond. Well, that's pretty simple. We already had most of the things that we needed for that. So there are 3 more quests quickly nailed out. Quest reward, torch launcher, useless. Cobblestone generator, I like that. We do need to make a few more of the cobblestone items, so I guess we could quickly do that since it just gave us one. It also gave us an ME drive. That seems fantastic, like really good. The quest does suggest, or the quest line does encourage you to make an upgraded version of these cobblestone generators. I'm gonna do one right now. I don't really want to grab the gold. Oh, but skips right to diamond. Oh, well that might work. Let's take a quick peek at that. Oh, diamonds? Diamonds right now I have more of than gold, because we needed gold for the gold chests, so that is totally okay with me. Beautiful. And then the next tier is blaze rods. Can these be converted back into blaze rods? That's a good question. Can they? Blaze mesh. So it looks like we'll either need to go to the nether or we'll have to get a blaze rod chicken for that one. But that's at least another quest done. Huh. Draconium chest. That is probably pretty useful. I think draconium chests can historically have a very large inventory, and you can change their color, which to me is quite fantastic. Look at that beautiful chest. I love it. Cool. Heck yeah. We can now upgrade all of our storage thingamabobbers, the drawers, with these upgrades. And it is encouraging us to look at a few other things. What do we need for... So let's see, reaching the end, get some witch water. This gives us a biome marker. Using redstone on a barrel full of lava, this reward is repeatable in case you lose it, as it's the only way to make hell biome. Oh, like marker as in it makes it? That seems rather crazy. We could try that, though I'm not super worried about it. Let's nail that guy out real quick. The tool forge, that'll allow us to make a more interesting set of tools. Though the ones we have right now are pretty good on their own. It's important to remember that melting down liquids, it takes a little bit of time, but I think we get double from our stuff, right? So if we look at that chunk of iron, for example, right, we're making these iron ore chunks. If we smelt this in a smeltery, we get 1 ingot, whereas if we smelt it down in a smeltery like this, we get 2 ingots, and then we can actually output it in a casting basin for the blocks, which I think is pretty fantastic. And there is our tool forge. We'll plop that down. What tools do we have available in this pack? I'm seeing a katana. That is fantastic. Unleashes special combos. Complements the shuriken, which is my favorite weapon, the shuriken. That is really exciting, especially the fact that these tools can level up with experience. That I find that just so exciting. Oh yeah, get rid of that torch launcher. Get out of here. And random reward, another phantom face. Nice. 6 of them. Ooh, that's very, very pleasant of that quest. I like that a lot. So, plop that in there, giving us 12 of those for freebies. That is beautiful. Now, I did mention the time in the bottle. I took a quick peek, and it looks like a bottle. It looks like we can totally get it here. All we need is a bit of gold, which, like I said, we're a bit short on. I suppose there is some in our smeltery, which might be the solution. Not a solution, but the solution. Yeah, let's grab some of this stuff together. I know that we have... Oh, here's some gold. Beautiful. Don't even have to go there. Now, little Mr. Rock here, Mr. Pet Rock, is a fantastic little follower. He got bumped or suffocated at some point. We need to fix that at some juncture. But here, ho-ho, is our time in a bottle. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I quickly went and tested something and filled up that water hole, along with making this bone hatchet unbreakable, which is fantastic. So we have a working hole, and I think that we have squid in it. Yep, I just saw some pop up on the map, and I tested something with this bone meal. Look how awesome that is. We can actually bone meal the cactus, which is not something I think is in normal Minecraft. But I think we have everything we need for that. Oh, I see a whole bunch of squid down there. Let's see what we can do about that. I could make some like lapis armor from tiny progressions, but I think this will do. Pardon me for the darkness, but I think we just got, there we go, some ink sacs. And before we suffocate, we're going to use the old trick. Doesn't work anymore in modern Minecraft, but you can use a torch or pretty much anything temporary to create a little spot. Oh, hi, kitty. A little spot for us to get the ink sacs. So let me get a few more of these real quick, and we'll have finalized what we are able to at the moment for, for the eggs. You know, we really should do something with tinkers to help with this problem. We got about half of the amount of ink sacs I think we need presently, but I think they'll be useful in the future. I suppose we could use them to get more, but it's just a really good opportunity for us to get, I think a katana would be really cool. And for that, we need some more stencils, right? So like large sword, tough tool rod, and I think a tough binding is in order. I think the binding will definitely be made out of that. I don't know what we'll end up for, and that, oh no, that's not paper. Oh. Well, I'll replace that at some juncture. The wood can be that. And then we need something for the blade. We could go with... I just need something as a placeholder, really. Do we have anything down here? That's the issue with having everything around, is like it's really frustrating to get everything you really need together. So I'm just gonna grab some out of the ceiling. Shh, don't tell anyone, right? Some material out from the ceiling is hilarious. And this one we're going to make, I think, out of iron. Iron will do quite nicely, and we just need a thing for that, and then we'll pour the other ones. Another piece that's really good for Tinker's tools, and I think especially for something where we're going to be hitting things, is going to be copper. So let me toss in the copper, and we're going to actually switch out right away, not now, not later, but right now, this paper tough binding. That's going to give us an extra modifier, and that is going to be fantastic. Next up is a copper large blade, and then we'll have our katana together. There we go. It should just pour on out, and it'll form momentarily. And beautiful. Copper large sword blade. Everything should just pop in nice and tidy. I want to make sure it says it's an iron katana. That way we can repair it more easily, and the well-established coming from that copper is going to give us additional experience, which I think will be perfect. Next up, we're going to give this thing right off the gun. We're going to give it a maximized luck parameter. So that's putting it up to 360, which now gives it luck 3. And when we dive into the waters again, we should have a lot more drops. Though, is it many more drops, not a lot more? Hard to say. I'm not very good at grammar. But yeah, the squids seem to pop into this little this pipe quite frequently, which is excellent. Let's see what we get with luck 3. That shot us from 17 to that. Ooh, almost lost all our oxygen to 20. Now let me get to 32, which I think is how many ink sacs we need to complete gray and ink black. Oh, do we only need 24? Because you need 16 for 2 eggs, and then it'll double it for the gray. Yeah, that should work perfectly. And just like that, we have everything we need for the remaining 5 available chickens. I accidentally made 2 of them. It was instinctual, my bad. But there we go. All the green ones, very important. Pretty sure we have every single colored chicken now. I will have to hatch them in time, but that's no big deal. Like the red ones are all grown up, and so are the blue ones. And like I said, I'm just gonna start mutating them. We don't need to involve everyone in that. If you're watching it or you're playing it yourself, all these chickens just sort of breed together from these base chickens. So like Signalum, we need silver and copper. Silver comes from bone white and iron. We just got iron, we have bone white, so I know how to get silver. Copper is cocoa and yellow. We have those two. So once we have them, it's a simple matter to get to Signalum. It's so beautiful. And there is our iron chickens. Those are filling up quickly, and so are our sand chickens, right? Sand chickens breeding. We can get gunpowder, redstone. Hello. That's going to make my life so much better. In the next episode, you can probably expect us to be having all sorts of resources. I might not get every single one. That's pretty ridiculous, but, you know, a few here and there. Definitely need some emerald chickens. Not periodite. Emerald. Where'd he go? I saw it. Emeraldic? No. In any case, we digress. I really like this room. I hope you guys do too. We're gonna fill up this entire hall with chickens galore. Oh, I love it so much. Now, I'm gonna take a play right out of Etho's playbook. I hope he doesn't mind. we have a book and quill because we now have ink sacs, and I know how to get feathers. Right, we've gotten a few feathers, and that means we can have a comment of the day. I really like the tree room, and nice move juicing the fruit. Great use of the early resources. Yes, thank you so much. She also has a fantastic YouTube channel. Feel free to go check it out. Hopefully I will remember to link it in the description below, but you can also look it up right there. Her intros and segmentation is lovely. She needs a lot more love. She's doing a FTB interactions series right now, which is super exciting. Let's see. But yeah, the tree room. That's right. I was trying to remember where I was going with that. The tree room. How do I get to the tree room? Is it up? No, it's not up there. We're already getting lost in our base, which is perfect. That is what I wanted, to get a sense of... Oh, it's up this one. I want this to be somewhat confusing. I did make an improvement to this room. Ooh, improvements, you say? Yes, yes. When we were growing these, we had an issue where the oak wood would sometimes interact with these, but now these are framed blocks, okay? And framed blocks, if they have wood next to it, will have no issues. Oh, hi, Mr. Cow. We're getting random friends in here. Look at that. So if I put some oak wood right here, and let's say this is part of the tree that I'm chopping down, previously this would cause all sorts of issues, but now this is a different block. So I can vein mine and not worry about kind of destroying this kind of really tall room. Though I'm not sure how often we'll be coming here to grow trees. There is actually another tree room because this one's not quite big enough, but it's kind of ugly, so we're going to ignore that. Let's see how much we get from this. 2 and 3, that's pretty good. And some experience because of the copper and the fact that we killed a mob. And up here you can see the combo level on that katana. Fantastic. Alright, thank you so much for the comment. I love that you're enjoying this series. I'm really curious what you'll say about this beautiful chicken hall breeding place with little compartments and whatnot. I'm super pleased with this room. In any case, this has been Creeta. This has been Feed the Beast, Stoneblock 2. I hope you're enjoying. Bye-bye!